Alright guys, welcome to another stream of Pokemon Conquest Ultimate. So yeah, last time we got up to 100 perfect links, and hopefully today we can get up to that 120 mark. So yeah, as you can see, we've done a decent bit of stuff already here today in this month. So there might be some things that need to be changed. Looking, we do need to actually get someone strong here, otherwise they will attack Nixtrum. But for now, I'll just look at some new guys to try and get a perfect link with. So there is a Vaporeon over there, which is something I've been thinking about. So I kind of checked one thing because this one seemed a little strange. So he's got a 99 link with Vaporeon, but Vaporeon is supposed to be his perfect link, so I don't know why it's at 99. So we might want to maybe re-recruit another Vaporeon to see if that fixes things. I'm not 100% sure about that, but look at these are all perfect links. I think one of those is perfect links. I guess we can go over here. Let's see, Nagayasu has Scovillion. I mean, he needs a Fire Ice type, so it's looking like he probably needs the Darmanitan, who I would imagine is probably in Nixtrum. If I can find it. Yeah, he's only in Nixtrum, meaning that currently we can't perfect link that guy. As opposed to Toshimitsu, who needs an Ice Dark type, which is, I think, likely Weavile, but I'm not sure if there's another Ice Water type. I'm gonna go check that real quick. Yeah, he needs Weavile. Weavile, I'm assuming is also probably just in Nixtrum. Yeah. So these two we cannot get their perfect links yet because Nixtrum is currently obviously occupied by, you know, by Masamune. The other one here is Ganon, who needs Garganacl. Look at that. Garganacl probably is in the rock area, I would imagine, right? That makes sense to me, at least. He is in Crackspur, so let's check in Crackspur real quick to see if there is a Garganacl there. There's currently not one, so that's a bit of a shame. And then there is this guy, Morinari, who needs a Ghost type. Who that could be a couple different ones. He needs Dusknoir. I would also assume Dusknoir is just in the Ghost area, but I'll just double check real quick. Although he's also in Yaksha, so Spectra and Yaksha. We'll quickly look if either of those currently house a Dusknoir. Of course they don't at the moment here, and Yaksha does have already had a battle going for it, and Dusknoir is not there. So all four of these, currently not a choice. And the Crackspur, I think all those are 100% links, but these ones are not. So Murashige needs a grass dragon. That is a grass dragon type. Is Flapple or Appleton in this game? I believe they are. Yeah, Flapple and Dragonor. Let's see if he's actually currently in Dragonor. Is there a Flapple here? There's a Flapple over there, so we put you there in Dragonor. That's fine. I think we can just bring these two and that should be fine. This Executor isn't that low level, so you also shouldn't really get one shot or anything like that. Bring the Executor. 64, yeah, that should be fine. Golurk, who's a Shadow Punch, uses a Dragon, so we should probably eliminate you real quick. Flapple, who's pretty cool, I think, uses Grab Apple. Okay, good to know. Be over here. Real quickly, that did a decent bit of damage. They're going obviously to target him or her. Not a kill yet, but you can probably survive a Dragon Pulse. If even bothers going after, okay, he does go after. But this should be fine. If this hits, we finish you off, and then that should be a relatively easy Flapple. Which is good because I've been looking at getting guys for or Pokemons that exclusively appear in Dragonor in this one, because obviously we couldn't get those in the last one. Alright, good. That's our first one of the day. And I mean, I guess that just immediately goes up to 101. Alright, so I kind of do want to try and still like recruit some enemies that are over here. Although some of these we might already have perfect length. We don't really have the team over there to really make usages of it. Over here, I mean, there's that girl, but let's just move on to someone else. For instance, Yoshikyo has a Delibird, and he needs an Ice type, which probably makes things a bit awkward. Oh great, the lagging has begun. Actually, Yoshikyo needs Glaceon. That is good for us. Because I mean, I guess that's a new Ice type to add to the team, and that it's always pretty good against Hardball. Although there's no here at the moment. What I'll do instead is I'm just gonna send out some strong guys over here, just so that we have that strength be over theirs, and means that we won't get attacked. To be honest, I'm gonna prefer to put in like perfect length. Alright, there's the... There's you. I mean, I suppose you're just, like, unavailable at the moment. Oh. Not over there. Over here. And then we'll see. I doubt they'll attack. Alright, this armor doesn't need me for anything. It's just the slide of my power. Kinda. Excuse me, Lord Hideaki, someone has a favor to ask. Alright, I've got coins, so you're gonna take it immediately. Usually you're supposed to use the money to upgrade things so that you can get certain late game Pokemon, but all this has just been maxed from the start, which means that there is not a lot of point in even really needing any money, so... Alright, Dusknoir needed to be gotten. He's there. Honestly, the perfect place to get Dusknoir. It will let me. Pretty sure it's you. Pretty sure it's the Goldango guy. But the Sneasler also isn't a perfect link. Good to know. Alright, to take care of Basket Legion, we don't really have a guy in there. I guess we'll switch things slightly around. Meowscarada is really strong too. Aerodactyl is perfect, so there's at least that. Alright, dust noise by the orange portal. Don't really want to get hit by last respects, to be honest. So in Gen 5, this is technically Gen 5 game. In Gen 5, Steel still resisted Ghost and Dark. I'm not 100% sure if it does in this game though. I mean, he goes and attacks this thing anyways, so... It's honestly kind of fine. Alright, that's hopefully work. Boom, Dustin Garden, and that is number 2 of the stream. So far, we've been lucky that the 2 Pokemon we have recruited have primarily been there with only a couple other Pokemon. It really only takes a while when the opponent or when the opposition, if we have to do like a battle against like 6 Pokemon, that is unfortunately kind of common. But that's done. So look, we were using youth to get Garganackle. Garganackle is exclusively here, but no luck this time. Then you needed Glaceon, who is there. So we'll, I guess, bring it there. If the thing wants to work with me. For fuck's sake, I hate this so much. It's probably because of either the heat or also the fact that we have an Excel spreadsheet the entire time open. But primarily probably because it is so goddamn warm at the moment. I'm just gonna bring both of them. $55. Wow. Also, it really fucking figures. It really fucking figures that we don't get the flinch when it matters absolute most. Oh, I believe that would be enough. Yes! Thank God. We just barely got that. I guess being a bit too gung-ho with Zapdos kind of made us suffer there, but, well, we managed it. And we can somehow recruit this guy or girl, Sen, who we do not have yet, so we may as well. Well, just throw in Avia because that's where like a bunch of our non-perfect links are currently at. So like Delibert's good. Oh, okay. This might be an evolution thing. You know, quickly just check with Yoshi Kyo, man. What is it? Toshimitsu? I think it is. No, it's not. That's a different one. I don't think it's Dadamoto. No. I believe it's Yoshi Kyo. So yeah, it does not count it as a perfect link, but it is supposed to be his perfect link. I do not know why it's just at 99. So yeah, Garganackle wasn't there. The other person we were looking with was yeah, the Executor Flapple. Oh well, that happened. So let's go on further, I guess. So you have a Sneasler, which is pretty cool, but you need a Buck Poison type. So you're probably getting a much worse Pokemon, but still. Yasunoga. Yeah, he needs Beedrill. Oh god. Yeah, Beedrill is in Chrysalia and in Viperia. So we're just gonna, you know, get rid of our fucking Sneasler for a Beedrill. There's one there. Just gonna see if it's easier to get it in Viperia, otherwise I guess we'll go over there and... I probably want a good fire type in that squad as well, so like... Not that Charizard, probably the other Charizard who is over here. Yeah, none of these are really that spectacular, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I don't know, it feels like there's a decent bit of Pokemon we do not have perfect links with. Torterra should be fine. Tyrantrum is a little scary, actually. You should get something specific to take care of Tyrantrum. Alright, Gallade, you're the man for the job. So obviously again become an issue with if that happens. What just happened? Get you out of there. Alright, 37 is not that much. Finish off the Dire Claw. Gyarados can be annoying me because he can guarantee poison. That would put us on a timer, which would be great. Also, they're like targeting Gallade. Who's now also poisoned. Is there anyone you actually one-shot? No. Actually, you one-shot him, so yeah, we're gonna just do this because you one-shot. That one was pretty much impossible. Inspiration. I'll just use the super potion. For 47, and hopefully next turn we can just finish this off with Charizard. That is 103 fucking damage. That at least kills. Alright, both of them are dead. I hope we still get Beedrill. I wasn't a wonder. I'm not 100% sure if you keep it if they die. I feel like you wouldn't, but I'm also not 100% sure. Alright, well, let's look. We can also recruit Brodom Mo guy if we don't already have his perfect Pokemon. What you do, that's Draco's ult, so. Alright, awesome, you keep Beedrill. That's good to know. Because that means you can, I guess, be slightly more risky. Or we just don't, like, desperately need them to be kept alive after the fact. So we're at 104. So yeah, Garganackle. Is that the only one we're doing currently? So the thing is, the guy with the Frostmoth and the Glaceon also needs something that is like exclusively from Nixtrum. So I'm just gonna put them together. And the Nidoking is already like 100%. It's only the girl with the thing that needs Garganackle. Which I'm trying to think what else we're hunting at that point. So like we're hunting for Garganackle at the moment, and I think that's everything, right? I think looks like it. So next up we go for someone else. Like, let's tie up this loose end with the Gliscor guy, who's been very useful as a Gliscor. He probably needs Crobat. Trying to think, is there any other poison flying types? Yeah, it is Crobat. He is in Ignis and Craxper. Very interesting. Actually comes out pretty well for Glyco himself, so. Oh, there's an Armarouge. I feel like we do not have the Armarouge guy yet. And Viperia. No Crobats yet. So you're gonna have to wait. I mean, this guy with the Noivern's been real solid for us, but he needs a Dragon Rock, which is, you know, Tyrantrum. Alright, this guy also needs Tyrantrum. Or, well, at least, I believe our actual Warlord of Tyrantrum, Ujiyasu, doesn't actually need Tyrantrum, and I've seen Tyrantrum, literally just in Chrysalia. Trying to think if there's another place where we can find Tyrantrum. Yeah, only in Chrysalia. That's interesting. So what? Garganackle, Tyrantrum, and Crobat are, I guess, the next three we're looking for. I think I'm gonna just go into Dragnor just to recruit a couple more. Although we do seem to have these guys, and that's a Zekrom. To be honest, there's a decent shot we already have those guys. There's moments like this where it isn't actually that bad to look at the free warriors in Dragnor. So Yoshiaki and Ujinao are the guys. This is the Cradilly guy. Alright, Uji now we definitely don't need. And Yoshiaki. Yeah, we have both of those guys already, so there's no point in getting either of them. Like, I'm just kind of thinking, like, I feel like we haven't been encountering any of the trainers that need the dragons. What's down here? I mean, the guy in the Malamar and the guy with the Swampert we just don't have yet, so... try to recruit them, but we probably want... Basically, one something that we kind of just don't have at the moment. I'm gonna just go to the next month. Alright. Cool. Let's see if Garganacle's here. He's not. So next up there's Tyrantrum, who is not here either. And Crobat, who's not here nor there. And in Viperia, he's also not there. Let's see who's there now. It's just the Yoshiaki guy who we already have. And Valora. Yeah, we got some grass types and some fire types here. Yeah, whoever needs Metagross, it'd be real nice if, if we'd got him there. Alright, Gallade, you get back over here in Valora. I thought we put I thought we got Gallade over here. Where's Gallade? Or did we just put Charizard here? Alright. It's gonna make Goodra a little bit annoying. I mean, who knows? Maybe Glaive Rush can just beat over it anyways. I was a little scared of Scorching Sand because that can really fuck us over because Torterra is kind of crucial for that. Maybe Slampo doesn't do that much. Lowers our range, which is really bad. It's a good critical hit though. Oh, what a fucking struggle is this. Oh my fucking god. Alright, thank God for that crit. Alright, let's just make Swampert go over here. This Swampert left. Oh my god, that was fucking torture. Alright, so this guy we already have, but Hidemitsu is probably Lapras, and Masayuki is probably Mudsdale, if I had to guess. Sure, let's bring them both to Avia. Alright, time to go to rounds again. Cresselia, let's see if we got Tyrantrum over here now. We don't. Garganacl. Nope. Crobat. Nope. Crobat? Oops. Nope. Anyone interesting over here? No. Who's over here? I'm gonna just wait with recruiting, to be honest. I'm just gonna leave it. It's regrettably long since I've been in the battle. You've been in the battle last fucking time. Or did he mean with Nickstrom, I guess? Yeah, let's see. I think they're getting a little stronger now, right? Although the main thing is that you can kind of just hard counter them, right? It's one more a group of enemies left, so like it's just pretty simple to very specifically counter them. It's just that wow, we've been just unlucky. Oh, there's Corbett there. The thing says that he's an Ignis. Alright, Chrysalia does labor a one of you. Kind of an odd group of Pokemon. You probably want to bring a fire type and like something that can take care of them. Who needed the Garganackle? I mean Garganackle. Who needed Tyrantrum? Was it you with the I think it was you, yeah. There's a lot of Pokemon in Chrysalia, to be honest. I'm trying to wonder if we see anything real good in these group of people. Something to take care of. You know, I'm just gonna bring Gallade with us. Gallade's strong, so why not? Actually, yeah, we do have the fire type with you. Let's just bring you, why not? Just bring a big group of people. Alright, our ender is there. Perfect. Alright, Triantrum is gotten, that's good. Isn't damage to you, and then anything can exist. Now I just need to win the battle, and then we get. I use Bullet Punch. I keep forgetting. I always just kind of assume you use X Scissors. Alright, that's done. Wow, I felt like that was a big portion between getting a perfect link and, not getting one. But hey, now we have Tyrantrum. I mean, I guess the last one was Beedrill, so it wasn't that long ago, actually. It's just kind of the worry that, oops, maybe I fear I'm forgetting someone or something like that. So, Crobat in Crackspur, coupled with a bunch of other Pokemon. I think if we get Charizard and one of our ice types over here, that'd be good. His Charizard hasn't been used yet, he hasn't, so there's that. I mean, it does mean that we'll get 2 of the ones that we were looking for here, which is pretty good. So, Crobat was looked for by the Gliscor guy. Yeah, that should work. Actually, didn't really bring anything for taking down Basque Legion. Okay, that could be an issue. Use Drain Punch. Crobat's over there. How much does this do to U31? If it burns, I'm gonna be real upset. Okay, it didn't even really matter because she couldn't reach anyways. Alright, let's pull the Salamans further over here. I don't know what uses ghost type moves and doesn't use water moves, so. I mean, you fly, so like you shouldn't get poisoned by this. Let's just make this little exclave so that he can't use his attacks very effectively. You flinch every single move. Every single move they do, they flinch. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Like, it is beyond frustrating that the AI has a seemingly way better flinch chance than we do. Better than nothing, I guess. Oh, perfect, yeah. Flinch that guy specifically. And he's dead at least. Alright. Probably get it in this turn. We recruit the Cyclizar girl, but I think we already have her perfect link, which is, I think, yeah, Borg Z. Alright, glad we didn't mess that up. You lose Gleisgor, who was a valuing member. Like a very valuable member. Alright, so after about an hour, we have 6 links. That doesn't seem right, if you ask me. Is that mouse my perfect length? I don't remember. It is. Nice. Alright, that leaves us with Ganon, who needs a what's it called? A Garganackle. So Avia. Hidemitsu, you need a water ice type. That's definitely Lapras. Lapras is, I think, very likely just in Nyxtrum, which is unfortunate for us. Actually, that was also in Fontaine. That is potentially really awesome for us. Pretty certain Walrein isn't in this game, right? He might be in this game. But it's not his perfect Pokemon, so that's fine. Right, next up. Masayuki with needing what's it called? Mudsdale, which I feel like I haven't seen in a while. Mudsdale is exclusively in Pugilist. Alright, there's a Mudsdale. So you probably want a flying or a psychic type now. Staraptor, where's Staraptor at? He's over here. I mean, this Anaconda is pretty strong, so like probably like the only Pokemon like even slightly worried about is Lucario. I don't know. Maybe you have a. I don't know if he's got an Ice or Psychic type move. For whatever reason, Well, I don't know. What you got going for you? You got Psychic, so yeah, good thing to bring you, I guess. Celebrate's a good ability. Like, Celebrate's a really good ability, actually. It's just that it's primarily been on, like, Eevee, and Eevee is just kind of, past the early game, kind of bad. Sponge, maybe we hit, we don't. That's fine, I guess. Now it's just getting rid of Lucario and hopefully letting Mudsdale get over here. God, for fuck's sake, I fucking hate this lag so fucking much. For fuck's sake! Oh my god, we're gonna have to do this 100 million fucking times. Fucking hell, eh? Ugh. Like, I feel like the lag that we're getting have already, like, smashed 30 minutes of progress. Like, we probably would have had, like, 4 or 5 more links if we didn't have this fucking lag. Like, it hampers it so goddamn much. Alright, Mudsdale's gotten 107. So at Garganacl and Lapras is what we're currently going for. Sen needs what's looking like Metagross. No. She needs Bronzong, I think. Yeah, okay, Bronzong. That's a shame because I believe we actually have. If we currently go, no, never mind. I think if we go into Valor, you'll see that we can very. Okay, there's a Bronzong there. But man, that's a pain in the ass. I don't really want to do 6-man battles here. I'm just gonna go for the next one. Fuck it. Bronzong seems to be relatively common there. We'll just wait until we have a somewhat more like palatable battle because it generally takes like 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, okay, he left the army. That's great. Crowder fucking sucked anyway. Alright, Garganackle, are you here now? Nope. Lapras is... so not here yet. And... Bronzong. Not here, alright. Another... Oh, that's not good. Okay. Crackspur. Still doesn't have a Garganackle. Illusio. No Bronzong. Fontaine. Jeez. Dragapult? I'm gonna be honest, that does look like it's a swarm. It's not. It's just that he's only there post the first thing. I guess we just haven't been looking in Fontaine like at all. Yeah, that is yours. I mean, we may as well, right? To me, this just makes sense to do right now because we can. So these are going to be primarily, let's just throw in the Salamence, yeah. Probably got more of a chance here. So between these two, yeah, if we get ourselves maybe a strong ground type with us. Like this 501 strength Mamoswine. You use dragon darts. You have to be a little careful about that. What? I checked the ranges and they didn't reach. And then they suddenly do reach. Suppose we just start off by getting rid of these two. Now Takitaka, I think, is the he's like either the Blaziken or Charizard guy. I think the Blaziken guy. We got him in like the previous one, so there hasn't been a need of getting him now. And we got Dragapult here. I don't know, Dragapult feels like it would be a rare encounter, but I don't know if any encounter is really more rare than others. Wait, Dragon Ball's like really good because it's got like a ton of like speed, if I remember. Like his dodge rate's really high. Too bad for him that we do hit him. Alright, that was a nice little swift, quick recruitment there. As much as that's not really one of the Dragonlord Pokemon, I am still happy about it. And that gets up to 108. So the guy with the clanging, the guy with this guy is not feeling very happy. Hitotata. He needs a fighting steel type, so he probably needs Lucario. Like, I think that's a safe bet that he needs Lucario. What other fighting steel types exist? We just beat up Lucario. That's the thing that sucks too. But Lucario's also in Dragonlore, I guess. So you could look there as well. Well, I guess we try and get that guy before he decides to quit the thing. Seems my power is useless here. Okay, well that may have been a risk. Alright, once again, no. I'm gonna use Illusio. There's a Bronzong there. Kind of annoying. Lucario, are you here at the moment? No, you're not. That's kind of bad for us. The other one we're waiting for is Lapras, who is not here yet either. So let's just look at what we can do in Illusio. I think I'll just get these three guys just out of there. Garganacle's still not here either. So, what? We probably want something to take care of. Oh, those two Starmies, which... you're gonna just die to one flower trick, unfortunately, I think. You're strong. I'm gonna send you out there just to take care of Metagross, and then we really don't have any good grass or electric types. Send Flapple. And I mean, if we do have, I mean, Staraptor, we'll take him there for this one. In the next one he can leave anyways, back to Pugilist. Sure, we'll bring you two. Okay, Meta goes to blue. Paracross at orange. I mean, it's only 28 damage. It's not like that much. Great. It's another one done. It wasn't actually as painful, but we sent out a good squad for it. Damn, that's a lot of damage. kind of a nuisance that that didn't kill. Also, yeah, we got this guy who is not that great. We'll send him over here, why not? And hey, we got bronze on at least. Which puts us at 109. Let's just put in like strong ones over here, just with like high numbers, so they just don't get the idea of even wanting to attack us. I do actually like this Mr. Rhyme, I'll keep it there. Beater will never come in useful, so we'll just use his high number as a distractor. Alright, so next month, hopefully we don't lose the one dude. Well, some of them have been unsatisfied for a while, but still are there. Alright, my strength is not needed. Great, Hanzo. I don't think, have we even used Hanzo a single time? I don't think so. That is kind of what happens if... I don't think this ever happens in the Unite Bronze story, you know, the first story mode. I think that's just a feature that's turned off in Ad 1. Alright, Pugilist. Pass Lucario. Mr. Rhyme should be good enough. But maybe we add a ground type. Bunch of rocks there, so maybe not specifically you. We'll send Nido King, he's not that great, right? Also have Rhyperior, I kind of forgot about him. I mean, we've climbed scales if necessary as well, so... Really, the scariest Pokemon is the Galarian Zapdos. And you know, it's kind of just dead already. Alright, nice. Thank God for that, Lucario. Alright, with that we've got 110. Alright, what's in Crackspur? No Garganackle for like the 10th month in a row. Fontaine has no Laprasis. But just go out and do something with these guys just so that they're being used. Alright, Senna, do we even have you? Like, I think we had her, but I'm not sure if we perfect linked her. We did. She's got the awful... No, Ariados isn't that great. In all honesty. But we should start trying to go for some... Well, some new one. Hitamitsu needs Lapras, and you need... oh, you're dissatisfied now, apparently. Well, I'm trying to get your Garganackle, girl. Calm down. Alright, next Zomi, who needs a Rock Ghost. That's probably Crystal, right? Yeah, it is Crystal. I think I saw Crystal. Yeah, that's not too bad, honestly. Let's just get that done real quick. That's nice. You can just pounce on that one, like, immediately. Like, hell yeah. Like, it's very ideal, honestly. Alright, Crystal is over there. Rock slides, flinches, which is annoying, but like it could be worse. Gets extra drill here, just to wall off them from going potentially after Gyarados. Give me a second. Alright, time to hopefully recruit this. Double shock, finish this thing off. Cursula, let's see what happens here. Impossible to do, and you got lag. Alright, thank God. Alright, time to replace Tyranitar with Cursula. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's see. So we also got Lucario guy today. So currently, what, we're waiting for Garganacl? Is that it? Oh yeah, and Lapras. So I guess we'll just get started with these guys who are a bit, like, I think about half of these guys still need their perfect link. So I haven't registered the Vaporeon guy because he is 99, but I suppose this means Yoshiteru is the perfect link for this. We haven't used Yoshiteru, so I'll probably wait until we've actually utilized him. So we've got two more guys here with Kazumasu, who needs a Dragon Poison type. That's Dragalge. Dragalge I know is at least in Fontaine and might be in a different spot as well. Yeah, just purely in Fontaine, which we'll have to wait for another week for him. Let's see what you need. Bug flying type Shigazane, which I mean I would imagine you need. Oh, actually there are a couple bug flying types, but you need Cypher, okay. I think Cypher is in Greenleaf and in and in Chrysalia, yeah. Let's look. It honestly feels like we see Cypher plenty of times, so. Okay. Not over there, I guess. Alright. Not yet, I guess. We have 4 areas, or 4 Pokemon we're currently hunting. Alright, no one left. That's good. Alright, he's not dissatisfied anymore because he got used, I think. That guy's not dissatisfied anymore. Get on it still. Okay, that's relatively simple also. You know. Get done. Fontaine, we have both Dragalge now and Lapras that need to be gotten. There's a Dragalge there with a kind of an odd team there. We probably want to just bring like a ground type there and admittedly it feels like a kind of a downgrade to go from Como to Como to Dragalge. Although Dragalge isn't that bad. Like, Dragalge really isn't that bad per se. So who else do we want there? They just get a second ground type. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And maybe a flying type. Just bring everyone. Gonna have to wait until it stops lagging for a sec. Alright, we'll get him next time, hopefully. Oh my god, it's a pain. Oh, we just about got him, thank god. Dragalgi. Alright, kind of a link downgrade, but whatever. Alright, Cypher. Is Cypher here? Yes, he is. Alright, one flying or fire type. I think Trophies should be able to do fine there. And also looks like a relatively doable battle with very few enemies to battle, so quite ideal, honestly. This is the ideal type of fights you want to get into for recruiting Pokemon. By the way, that's some really cool Cypher artwork, if you ask me. In general, like, Cypher's just one of those Pokemon I always found to be pretty cool. So he uses Fury Cutter, I think, yeah. This is probably because... Alright, nice, that's gotten... Alright, a couple of, we just got a couple in just a few minutes, which is, like, a good change of pace. Like, we've been looking for Garganacl for so goddamn long. Like, I can understand maybe, like, a Lapras being really rare, and Lapras is supposedly also in Nixtrum, so... Just at least the idea that, like, he's somewhat, rare, or somewhat more common maybe than the other one. Alright, goodbye, Skarmory. Hello, Cypher. Alright, that adds it up to 113, so like 7 more and we've actually got like the goal, like the end goal I've been wanting. So at this point we're still hunting for Lapras for you. Is Galvantula your perfect Pokemon? I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Is your perfect Pokemon? Alright, we got that done. The other one we're still looking for is Garganacl. We've been looking for so fucking long. Alright, Vaporeon is, I think, one of the few Pokemons we still need. Alright, I think it's time, I guess, to do some of these stalwarts that have been defending us for most of this game. Start getting their perfect links, like I think. So I think you need Weavile, who's like unobtainable. Like Cha-Cha and Nobuchica need something. Because you need a normal rock type, which normal rock type? Is that like Lycanroc or something? Who in the darn hell did they make normal rock? Yeah, Lycanroc. He's in Aurora. Very specifically only in Aurora. But not yet here at the moment. Corbett is there. You know what? I've been thinking about something, and we probably do want to get this guy registered in our group, so to speak. So. We'll just make this one face off against his Arcanine, and then we'll have Yoshiteru in there, and then because I've not registered this guy as being a perfect link yet in our thing. Okay. On a different side, we have 4 characters or 4 warriors that need Nyx from exclusive Pokemon. But Yoshiteru is now registered as being utilized, as well as with Vaporeon. But seems like it's just stuck at 99, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But we'll count it anyways, because it's supposed to be the perfect Pokemon for him. So like 6 more, right? We're currently going for 2. With you needing Lycanroc, that's 4, and then Kingdra is 5. Actually, no, that's 4. Kingdra's 4, right? Like we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think there's 4 more guys we have left in here with like not perfect links. So I guess, of course, besides these, well, I think it's 3, but there's another one. Like they all need ice type Pokemons exclusive to Nyx. So what I'm thinking of is, once we get Lycanroc, Garganacl, and whatever the Kingdra guy needs, then we'll, I guess, give them Dragonor, and then we'll start to reclaim the thing. So you need water flying. You actually just need a Gyarados, I think. I mean, what other water flying type is in there in this game? Yeah, I think that's the. I think last time we were using it, Gyarados was unavailable. I think that's the thing. Although Gyarados is also an Avia. So you can, quickly check there as well. No Gyarados at the moment. There's a Dragonite, which is pretty cool. Alright, so can Garganacl please show up? Okay, alright. Hideki has left the army. Who the fuck was Hideki? Oh, that was the guy with the said to Scorch, but that's fine. And for like a year in a row, we haven't gotten Garganacl. Like a year, basically, at this point, in game. In Lycan Rock. Oh, there's a Gyarados there. Let's just quickly see if Gyarados is an Avia too and has maybe like potentially an easier shot at getting it. Really, it's down to preference at that point, I think. Alright, what do we need to take care of? I think we just need something to take care of Kingdra. I'm just gonna send you down over here in Fontaine. Just so that we get you to be not dissatisfied anymore. We'll bring Mr. Dragon Darts with us, sure. Just should resolve was only needing, I guess, Garganacl, who is not part of either Fontaine or Nixtron. Alright, Gyarados is over there, and Kingdra is over here, that's good. Fat Kingdra is over there too. This is actually quite good. Although this doesn't do as much damage as I would have wanted, but in combo with that, it's not as bad. Let's just hopefully manage to get rid of this Kingdra here. Gyarados just hopefully comes forward. Exactly. Alright, good, we got Gyarados. We need something. At the moment, we need to kind of just prevent him from being able to kill Rhyperior. Alright, poison it, that's a good thing. Okay. Another one done. Gyarados, finally. That puts us at 115. Yeah, this leaves us with you needing Lapras, and you wanna. We need Garganacl. That's literally, I think, the only Pokemon we need. Outside of that, it's a bunch of Nyxtrum monsters, so that does get me thinking of just doing something maybe a little interesting here. So the next thing you're probably gonna find potentially a really weird choice. But we're gonna allow them to recapture Dragnor. So leave this undefended, then we'll take Nixtrom. And then we'll just be back in Scare 1, except they have Dragnor, then we can like recruit everything we need with Dragnor still. I'm assuming they're gonna capture Dragnor now. I must leave. Alright, whatever. Alright, has invaded Dragnor. There are no wars you can fight in Dragnor. Which you split it up into 3, but I'm not that worried. Although I'm looking, we really don't have the greatest number of water Pokemon. Alright, let's just quickly look if there is a Garganacl here this time around. There actually is now. Look at that. Garganacl's there. And that's just it, but it's still not bad. Alright, we should be able to handle this with this group of guys. There's no Lapras, so Hidemitsu isn't really needed. Shame that Hanzo left, because, you know, it doesn't really matter though, but still. Let's look, Garganacl's over there. Thank God we got that. Wait, we still need the Lycanroc. I completely forgot about Lycanroc, to be honest. You have to take care of these two guys still. Alright, that's a pain in the fucking ass. I mean, Lionel is not like the hardest opponent. Let's just use our special. And well, 37 isn't a lot. It helps everyone else. God, this is fucking driving me insane. Okay, Yukimura gets his transformation sequence. Alright, finally Garganackle. That puts it at 116. So I'm not gonna probably recruit any more warriors to the squad, but basically we're gonna take over Nixtrum next. Let's look for a good water type. That actually uses water type moves. Alright, let's bring in Vaporeon. So what's left is Cha-Cha, the Garganackle. She needs Lycanroc, and then there is like the guy with the Galarian Darmanitan, and then these three. But I need a Mitsu, so what? That's I think 6 more. Although 5 of those 6 are in Nixtrum or Nixtum form. So yeah, now instead they'll have Dragnor, but we can go and start recruiting stuff here. Alright, time to eviscerate you. It literally takes like 20 seconds for it to click on the fucking movement option. Fucking die, please. Oh my god, like, what should take like 2 minutes takes like 7 or 8 on lag alone. Alright. That next room has been captured. And I guess we can't put anything in there yet, so we'll just put in a bunch of strong guys there. That's fine. It's not like they're gonna attack us anyways now. And now it's time to see what we have in next. We actually just straight up have Lapras over here. That's cool. Also, Galarian Ice Cone guy. In Aurora, do we have what we need there? Oh, we do. Oh, fuck yes, 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 yes. Garganackle, you're gonna be needed in Aurora. Alright, what are the other things here? The battle sauce buck and Leafeon will. Alright, this could be maybe potentially a little dangerous though. We gotta play this one a little smartly though, or at least somewhat careful not to get like battered by Leafeon and Sawsbuck. Oh, okay, he can hit us from there. Well, whatever. Alright, thank God for a flinch there. No. No! Fuck! Gets a critical hit. Marksman should just give us a nut. Oh, fucking hell, eh? I don't know, I feel like Lycanroc probably isn't the most common Pokemon, so like I really don't want to goof this one up because I feel like we could potentially be sitting here for like a while if we don't get him now. Alright, thank you Lag for not allowing me to get it there. Alright, now to wait a couple minutes before the lag goes away. I hate this lag so much. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Holy crap. Like, jeez, at least we got it. We're like almost done. $117 perfect links. let's see what these guys all need. So you need the you need Frostlash. You need Yukimasa. What does Yukimasa need? Must be another water ice type I'm not thinking of. Oh, Walrein is in this game. Yeah, it's pretty clear he needs Walrein, you need Frostlash, you need Alolan Darmanitan, Alolan Galarian Darmanitan. And wherever the fuck. Yeah, you need, I think, Weavile. 5 more. There's no Infontaine, so that makes it pretty clear that we'll get you here for a sec. I think he's an ice type but uses fire type moves. Pretty unideal, if you ask me. Over here is that guy, so we need both of them. So if I only need to use half the thing to take care of this, that'd be ideal. Hopefully this is possible. I'll use Fire Spin on instead. Fuck you fucking bitch ass fucking lag. Oh, fuck you too, Spiritomb. Yes, there's some things where it's like, I'm just gonna save state it. I do not care. For fuck's sake, eh? Yeah, Lapras was definitely the most important one to get, although Galarian Darmanitan seems like it would be rare. You can just fucking die. Alright, we got Lapras. That's 118. So for this last place, there is this one. So I'm thinking, who do we bring that can like triumph over all these guys? I think we want maybe. I've got an idea. Let's get you two. Instead of you two. Let's get the guy who actually needs Galarian Darmanitan, and I believe it's you, right? Yeah. And I should be able to get 2 in 1 month. That would be really good. But I need a little 5-minute break, guys. Like this, the slowdown is just been really frustrating. So, yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Not gonna be a long break, but yeah, break time for right now for real quick. Okay, we're back. Let's get this stuff finished off. Should not take more than a half an hour, I'm hoping. So I'm hoping these guys can do it for us. Alright, that helps things pretty significantly immediately. I'm just gonna go make them come to me. Alright, well, it seems like I have to go and do the opposite, but... Alright, pausing the game seems to have helped at least a bit. You're not weak to fire, so there's also that benefit. Awesome. Alright, please come over to me, Basket Legion. Thank you. Alright, 119 perfect links. Alright, these guys are strengthened up, and it's just Wall Rain, Frostlass, and is that it? Oh yeah, and Revile. 3 more done. 3 more need to be done, and then we're... Oh, then it's done. Oh, then this session is done. Who the fuck was Genba? I have no clue, but he's not here anymore. Hey, there's Wolrain, that's good.
Okay, they got Zekrom now.
I think you probably use Ice Ball, right?
Alright, well, we had a good run.
Yeah, you're gonna probably get like one shot if you don't. Okay, good. Well, there's a chance that this guy doesn't have like a perfect link. Like I'm good at this point. Oh, never mind. You're 61%. I guess Frostmoth is just not very strong. All right, 120. So we're waiting for Frostlass and Weavile. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. I probably want to keep Hidemitsu. Alright, there's Weavile and Frostlass.
Yes. Alright, that's it. We've done it. We've reached the target goal. Alright, so that we have 122 perfect links. And that is basically what I wanted to do for this run with Hideyoshi's story. We'll probably need one more end game where we have to grind out like the remaining perfect links, but we need 41 at this point, which, while in our next stream we're probably not, or in our next one we're probably not doing 41 of them. You know, there's going to be one more we're going to have to do a lot, and then after that it's just about like getting the last couple of stragglers who we didn't get. If you want to see me beat the campaign, you're going to have to wait for tomorrow when the finale of the series actually happens. That will be on... put it this way, it'll be slightly different than what you're seeing here. I beat the game, or beat the story I did a recording of beating this previously before doing these streams, so it'll be a much weakened side, but off screen I'll do this and finish it off. It'll be basically more or less the same, except for the fact that Masamune's army will be a lot weaker and ours will be a lot weaker. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Off screen I'll probably do like a little battle with like all of the people here, just so that everyone sort of gets, you know, is satisfied and everyone, like everything's like properly registered, because I feel like I've had some issues with that, with like recruiting something, not using it, and then not being saved because of that. But yeah, everyone, thank you guys for tuning in. This was a rough stream of the lagging, unfortunately, but hopefully that won't happen the next time. But that'll be in a bit still. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess, in terms of Pokemon Conquest. But I don't know when I will be streaming next, mostly because of the heat, and it does have an effect on like literally everything, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good night.